China and Russia vetoing again a Syria resolution. You said you were disgusted. Well, how disgusted are you?
Disgusted, Richard. But that's not the point. The point is that the people of Syria have yet again been abandoned by this council and by the international community. Russia and China negotiated this text throughout the week with us. We and other co-sponsors made every effort to accommodate the concerns that were expressed by them and other members of the council, but no effort was good enough. And at the 11th hour, Russia tried to introduce amendments that would have gutted the text, that were unacceptable to the other members of the council. The one silver lining in this is that 13 members of this council supported the resolution, made strong statements in its favor. And countries that had originally not supported the resolution last time changed their position and voted in favor.
South Africa, countries such as that. Take us into the back rooms if you can. Do you feel Russia was stalling all along? They were presenting a more conciliatory front. We're working together. Sleeves are being rolled up. Do you feel they ever intended to either abstain or vote yes?
I can't speak for Russia, Richard. I think our colleague, Ambassador Churkin, was negotiating in good faith. But I also think that at the end of the day, the decisions were made in Moscow, and Moscow decided that it would rather stand with Assad against the people of Syria than do the right thing.
What's the next step? People are always asking, is there any next step here for the UN, for the people of Syria?
I think so. It will remain to be seen exactly what form that will take, but as I just said earlier, the United States will not rest until the people of Syria achieve their basic universal rights. And we stand with the people. We will work with the Arab League. We will work with countries in the region, partners around the world who are now united, with the exception of Russia and China, in support of a peaceful, democratic transition in Syria, when we will continue to push for ways to achieve that.
Are we seeing a more significant split going forward on every issue? Are we back to Cold War, U.S. versus Russia now?
I don't think so. I think this is a very specific issue in which Russia has very specific perceived interests. You know, there are many issues that we deal with every day when the Council is able to act on a consensus basis. There'll be more tomorrow. But this issue is one where clearly Russia and China are isolated. And as I said in the Council, they need to reverse their position and change course for their own sake, as well as for the people of Syria, for the people of the region and this very Council.
Do you agree with your French counterpart that they are, in a way, contributing and complicit in the violence of what's going on in Syria now, Russia and China?
Well, I said in my own statement in the Council that those that have blocked potentially the last effort to resolve this peacefully through a negotiated process under Arab League auspices will have any future blood spilt on their hands.